What's up guys, it's Osley. Welcome. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to get that green cinematic look applied to any photo. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can start from scratch and build that photo up with that cinematic look. And now cinematic look, it could be the green cinematic look that we see in movies, or it could be blue, it could be any colors, but today I specifically want to do the green. Alright, and if you use Lightroom, Photoshop, with Camera Raw, it's the same concept, so you can get this done in either. Alright, so on my desktop here, I already have Photoshop open, so I personally use Photoshop. I feel like my workflow is better in here. It starts with Camera Raw, so I can just do any basic corrections, and then I can get right into Photoshop and just tweak and customize anything I want. So let's jump right into it here. So open, I already have that file on my desktop, so I'm just gonna open that right now. And here we do have a photo that's perfect for a cinematic look. Slightly low lighting, as you can see, a little bit of noise in here, which is fine for what we're going to do today. So normally I started out by making sure the photo is straight. So I will double click this lever right here, and that will straighten the photo. And next thing I do is crop. So I can free crop this by unlocking this lock right here, and then I can free crop it to anywhere I want, but I'm gonna leave that closed for now, and I'm just gonna select 4x5. And then with that select, I'll just move the photo and look for the best composition. So that looks like the best composition of this photo to me. So I will select that and go back to edit. And now the next step, I'll go to optics and I'll remove chromatic aberration, and I'll make sure lens correction is selected, and also I'll do the vignette all the way to 0. So now you can see I'm losing some details in here in the blacks. I'm crushing those blacks, but don't worry about that. Now for details, I actually want 0 for details as well. I normally just put details at 0 because I want to be in control of that. I want Camera Raw to make that for me. For any cinematic photo, I normally texture wise, I normally bring that down to about 4, just to give you that little dreamy, flat look. And also dehaze, you can drop the dehaze to 4 as well. But then clarity, you want to push up to counter those. So you push clarity up to about 5, 6, push that up to about 7. And just keep that right there. All right, so let's look at the before and after. All right, we're getting there. I mean, I can mess with all these sliders, but once I select the preset, because that's what I'm going to use to achieve this look, it's going to be easy. Once I select the preset, it will take care of everything else. So you go to preset right here, and this preset right here, it's a style preset, which is a cinematic 2. And the one I use is the third one down, which is Cine 3. So now all of these are cinematic looks. So you can go over and choose the one you like. I use the CN16, or I use the CN13. So we're going to click on CN13. And as you can see, it's pretty intense at 100. So what I do, I normally put my intensity down to 70. 70 looks neutral to me. It's a personal preference. I mean, you guys can play around with this and make it look however it looks pleasing to you, but 70 looks good to me. So I go back to edit, primary colors here in calibration. I normally go to blue specifically. I normally drop my saturation to about -35, and that's how that looks right there, 35. And then for the hue, I normally go up to about 40. All right, it's gonna give you that nice flat green all over it. All right, so that looks good right there. That looks already cinematic. I don't even have to bring this photo in Photoshop to do anything, because it already looks cinematic. I might go into Photoshop because there's a few things I want to do there. Let's do that. Open, so Photoshop's there. I normally have my copyright information set up, so once I open any photo, it comes up with that automatically. I can also make videos and showing you guys how to do that as well. So it's an action to get your copyright info open for every photos, because it's important to copyright your photos. All right, so we're gonna hit Command J and we're gonna make a copy of that. And also I'm gonna show you a neat little trick here that I have with curves. So I create an action that when I click auto for my curves, it automatically set the white balance of any photo. It doesn't matter, any photo I put in here, it will set the white balance. So if I hit auto, my white balance is automatically set. You can see the RGB values here, how it sets. I mean, you can see most of that green cinematic look in the shadows and highlights, they're gone. I can go into color balance and fix that, but instead I am just going to lower the opacity of that curve, and I think 40% will look pretty good here. Let's go 39, let's go to 40. All right, 40% looks good to me. We can just leave the photo right here, I mean, and just upload it to Instagram. It looks pretty good. It's already looking pretty cinematic. I can show you the before and after. So here's what before and after looks like. There's probably an easier way to do before and after in Photoshop, and this is how it looks. So before and after. Before, after. It's pretty dramatic change, and you can go in here and make all different type of adjustment, customization. As I said, I can make this a little more cinematic by going to color balance, and I can mess with the highlights. I can shift some cyan into this to a little bit more green, and put a little bit of blue in there if I want to just make it look like that in the highlights. Also the shadows, let's say I can push some yellows in the shadows if you want. You can push some little bit of blue in the shadows, make it looks like that. That looks pretty good to me. That looks good. That looks good. Pretty good. And you can shift Command E to merge the layers, and there you go. If you guys enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe. Click the bell icon so you don't miss future videos. You can comment below if you have any requests. You can reach me on Instagram if you have any questions you want to ask, or anything like that. Just reach out, we can connect. Anything I know, I'm willing to share it with you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.